No, please. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your host, Liam Dolan, standing in for the amazing Jack, who has all our duties today elsewhere. Just to say, amazing scale modelers is a Google Plus and a Facebook community of scale modelers across all scale modeling genres and mediums, which inspires friendships from around the world. And today in this hangout, you will find it to be an important source of information, I hope, about the hobby and see firsthand the scale modeling experience. Joining me today are the usual suspects to kill time in doing these things. And if you want to join us, the live chat is open on the YouTube channel, and we all hope to answer whatever questions you put up or comments. And feel free. If I don't know who will we start with today? Who will be my victim? Who looks like he's not concentrating? Lou, how are you?
Yeah, you pointed the right direction.
That's what I get for ignoring the host.
Drink your coffee and don't say anything.
How is everybody this week?
Busy?
Pretty good.
Yep, but good.
Yeah.
Warm. I'm wearing my shorts today. You don't see it from here down, but I'm wearing shorts today. So.
Thank you for that.
Keep it that way.
Oh, we need to do another set of pasty British legs.
Irish legs. Hi.
UK legs, sorry.
No, well, okay, I'll accept that one. That's okay. What are we up to, into, or onto?
No damn good whatsoever.
Finished
up a couple little Pegasus kits this week, and what you eating there, Liam? What you eating?
Breakfast.
And I got some goodies in the mail this week, and they are the what I'm calling the Weefiant.
The Weefiant.
And the Lando Falcon.
Ah.
Which is sort of like the Lando Lakes. It's like the Lando Lakes butter. This is the Lando Falcon.
Mm-hmm. Don't like
it. It looks good from certain angles. I haven't yet found those angles, but it looks good from certain angles.
A trash can?
It's not bad. Take off the little gimmicky thing in the front. But I like the idea of, all of the plating being on it and it being fresh and new and all that.
It's also got the wrong amount of landing legs on it, doesn't it?
What's that?
Got the wrong amount of landing legs on it, doesn't it?
I believe.
Because it's got 5. It's got 5 bays in it, so you have to count that you took off one for that brief period of time around the New Hope, and then stuck it back on for Empire.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to remember. Those aren't the landing gear you ever saw. Those aren't the landing gear you've seen.
Yeah.
There is a scene in the movie which kind of deals with that, but
for anyone,
it also ends with it being beaten up to start, so you can kind of see where the progression is going.
Yeah, that's enough plot lines, please.
Well, that's not plot. That's window dressing. That's not plot. It's not like they kill him or anything.
Now, wouldn't that be a twist?
Yeah.
I'll wait for Jamie to get on. He can do all spoilers.
Is the Weefiant just going to be a straight paint job, or are you going to attempt to?
It's big and hollow inside. You could attempt to light it. You could put a tea light in there. They made these bits back here clear, so you could light it, and you can light the nose piece up. So yeah, you could light it.
What about the Bassards? They look to be, but
they're clear. They're clear attachments on the outside, so you could. I don't know if I will on this first one, but because I need to get out the painting thing on it, so I don't know. It depends on if I can find something off the shelf. Now, I will put a light in the back of a Falcon, because if you can't put a light in the back of a Falcon, turn in your X-Acto knife.
Very true.
That's basic modeling 101. You can't do that.
The problem with the previous Defiant was always the fact that it had a tendency to do that when you tried to assemble it. Does that one have that issue, or is it stiff enough plastic that it won't?
What do you mean? It tends to make you want to pray? What is this?
No. It's instead of being that shape, it ends up that shape, because the two halves tend to, because there's nothing internally.
Oh, I get you. I get you. Yeah, no, there's plenty of pegs inside to hold it together.
Plenty of
The
structural
only thing odd about it is you have to. You got there. You go. You got to build these guys, the wings. You got to build those onto the side of it. So anything you're going to cut in there for lighting, you kind of have to prefigure.
And you're setting us a Pegasus kit?
This is a round 2 kit.
A round 2 kit, I beg your pardon. I was wondering there.
Yeah. And the Falcon is the kit from the manufacturer that I guess we're not supposed to name.
Why?
That's okay. Jack's not here. You can swear.
Oh, Bandai.
Right, okay. What scale is that? One?
The fire is supposed to be 1,000 scale.
Yeah, but the Falcon's
144.
44.
And one thing I've noticed that was strange about it, that is not consistent with all the other Bandai kits, is that it does not also include the clear cockpit and clear gun windows. You know, how, even on the last 144 they did, they gave you the clear part and the plastic part with no windows in it, depending on how you wanted to make it. And they give you the cockpit here without the windows in it, but they don't give you the clear version of that. So I don't know whether they've just taken a poll and decided that no one uses those, or they wanted to spare a couple of dimes. I don't know, but they do give you the neat little cockpit. I'm not the cockpit, the lounge room, for lack of a better term. The room where they've got the circular table and the bed. You know, that the room that Luke trains in New Hope.
Yeah.
They've included that, and they give you a little removable panel up top here so you could see down into that room. So I guess you could put lights in that.
You don't think
They give you a room that you don't normally see, but then don't give you a cockpit.
No, they give you a cockpit. I mean, it's the same cockpit as the old 144 scale kit,
I mean,
but they just don't give you the clear version.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're aiming it more at a junior market.
The kits are as detailed as the 144. I mean, it's not remedial in that respect, but I mean, the same number. It's got a goodly number of parts, and some of them are quite tiny. So it's not like the Revell kid kits, the snap kits.
Yeah.
It's just I guess they figure most people are going to build it without the glass in it, so why give them that part? I don't know. If I knew that, I would be a modeling business mogul.
So these will be appearing over the next few weeks. Then is that?
Yeah, I'll work on these next week.
Very good. Very good.
Notice Lou says I'll work on this week, whereas me, I'll work on this year sometime.
Or in my case, this decade.
Well, you know.
I know life gets in the way.
It's not a race, but if it is, you lose it.
Yes, I am definitely the tortoise. The tortoise way at the back of the field. That's where I am at the moment. Is that you for the moment, Lou? Or
that's me for the moment. Outside of the, these are just. If you have a chance to pick these up, these are just as cute as hell.
Oh, those little alien saucers. Yeah.
This is a Pegasus.
Your leader.
Yeah, it's just a little fun build. It's like building one of those.
You could make like the Calvin and Hobbes spaceship out of that if you wanted. You could make practically anything. I mean, they're great for scratch building, but that's just the cutest little kid I think I've seen in a while. Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Take me to your leader.
The glass looks very clear.
It is. It's surprisingly clear. It's almost you want to use it for something else.
Yeah.
It's great scratch build material.
Speaking of which, has anyone got the Lost in Space robot waiting for the bubblehead? No.
I've got one in the stash that I'm waiting for.
Sorry?
I've got one in the stash that I'm waiting for the day that I can get a good bubble too.
Yeah, no, I pre-ordered one of the bubbles here in the UK, and it's saying a date, and then the date keeps moving. I'm just wondering if they're actually available in the US or is it
No, I haven't seen them yet.
right? Okay. Just again another kit in my stash that I just want to get the extra for. Well, if you're happy enough with that, then Lou, move on to
move on. Nothing to see here. Too long.
All right. Hey, Carwyn, how are you?
I'm okay. Spent most of this morning eating breakfast. But I say breakfast, I was dipping cold hot dogs into soft cheese.
That's some people's Saturday night.
Isn't that something you're supposed to have when you're drunk?
Well, drunk, lazy, can't be bothered.
Yeah, that.
And you wonder why your health is not up to snuff.
Yeah, well, they've given me plenty of drugs, and drugs are good.
Whee!
So
that's not the message we want to be sending here in Amazing.
No,
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Goods are good. Drugs are good when you are feeling unwell.
yes.
Don't do drugs, kid. Take it from your old Uncle Heath.
Yeah.
Don't take drugs.
Don't buy drugs. Be famous
Don't
and
buy
then
drugs.
they give it to you.
So
I mean, they're good. They help me feel sound.
This is the only drug I need.
Really feel sound.
So I noticed you were posting about a grey dwarf.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Yes, it's over here. Hang a sec. And let me just.
Get out of the way. I can see a clutch.
Yes, it's over here.
Now we can see the eye candy on the shelves at the back wall there.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's, looking nice.
We'll take your word for it at this point.
Well, we can't see a damn thing, Carwyn.
Oh, no, I'm just looking at him. I didn't say you could.
Oh, yeah, fame. Yeah, flaming Welsh git.
No.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is a grey dwarf.
It is. And
Now, what happened to your other one? You sold that to Mr. Damaso over here.
No, he's making this one.
yes, this one I'm building especially for Lou.
The new improved model.
Yes, this is this is very accurate to the studio miniature. So and it's got all the details. I don't want to drop it.
No, please.
Don't do that.
So it's yeah, I've still got a masking tape on the rear boosters there. Whilst yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it looks huge.
Yeah.
That would have to be a 1/32nd scale, right? Or even higher.
Years after that.
I've actually worked out. This is a 1/15,950 scale.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You heard that great big number as the scale of that thing there.
Oh yes. So yeah, I've got all the details on the top there. They're all on. Oh, it's all detailed up and ready. There's a little bit of cleanup in little places, nothing major. But I got some extra detail that's got to go in. There's let's have a go. There's a little bit of extra detail that's got to go in here.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of extra detail going to go on the top here and here, and in these parts here, which I'm starting to work on. Then you've got all the trench detail in that's got to go in.
Are you going to have Dave in the spacesuit out doing the Red Dwarf?
It's too small, honestly. I've worked out Starbug would be 0.5 millimeter long.
That's as small as me thumbnail.
But yeah, so you've got all this lovely detail. Obviously, if I take this out.
It's got it's got a Starbug. It's 3 molecules long.
Yeah.
That's
all the breakage in there. It's difficult to see because I haven't got a light on.
Is that from when Rimmer decided to blow up the flaming star drive?
No, that's where the asteroid smashes into the hull. And I've got the asteroid over there as well. That's ready to be fitted as well.
That's the accident that causes everybody to get killed.
Yes.
So, yeah. And then you got
The drive plate.
front there. I got the part for the forks. The forks are over there. The rings are over there. So there's yeah. So it's really looking. It does look really stunning. Actually, it's a really Well, I don't know if you can see
Looks
it.
kind of beefy too.
Is this going to be lighted?
Yeah, it's fully lit. Yeah, I've got the wire in here for it. It's I'm working on. I've got the rod for the stand over there as well.
Although you don't really see inside, you just see the engine.
Well, yeah, and there you go. I'll take that off for now, so you can see all the engine bells fitted. So it's.
You know, if they ever came out with something like this, it'd cost them a huge amount.
Oh, it's a chunk. It's a chunky ship. So yeah.
You'd have to dismantle several small asteroids just to build one of those things.
Well, yeah. These I mean, the ship itself is supposed to be 6 miles long. So that gives you. But the problem is that the detail that they do on the show, on the model, and let me put this down. The detail that they do on the show, if the ship was actually 6 miles long, then the windows would be 3 stories tall.
Right. God, blimey!
Maybe some of them are.
That's a
so yes.
Big.
So that's where that is at right now. There's like I said, there's extra detail to go on there, but there's all the trench detail that's got to go on and stuff like that. The trench detail shouldn't take me too long because it's basically how I do is I put the detail on and make little pallets of the detail,
and then pop them.
I cut pallets that are to the right shape, detail those pallets up, and then just slot them in and glue them on. So it's a far quicker way of doing it than just actually going and getting the tweezers and trying to put it in bit by bit.
Right.
Has it got to the stage where you're thinking, I don't want to send this to Lou Dalmasso?
No. It's got me to the stage whereby when it comes to sanity, I am in it. I am in sanity. It's just that, honestly, you cut in tiny little bits and gluing it on and cutting another bit and gluing it on. And for some reason, and maybe somebody can explain this to me, but you start off with a clear bench.
Yes.
Take one cut with a knife and suddenly there's bits everywhere.
Yeah.
It's exploded.
Even in areas you weren't working in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
other rooms of the house.
Yeah, the sharpest pieces you discover with a bare foot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not in the hobby. You find it in the kitchen.
The only thing that concerned me was I was working till about 2 o'clock this morning on different things. As I was getting ready to go to bed, something exploded. I have no idea what it was. Not a clue. But it sounded. It was loud, but it was like somebody. You know when somebody pops a bag of the crisps.
Yeah.
It was that sort of pop. It was a bang, and I was expecting to walk over and see like a paint tub or something just all over my wall or something, but I can't find a single thing, and that's got me concerned. Like if you can see it and you know what it is, that's fine. If you can't see it, that's where there's a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Lister
Carwyn.
language and blew up a microwave.
They check anything that's got a battery in it. Maybe the battery blew up.
Yeah. It was. I mean, in fairness, I soiled myself.
That was the pop. So it was you that blew up.
Well, but to be honest with you, I don't think I soiled myself because of the bang. I think I was just couldn't be bothered to go to the toilet. It was just like, well,
He didn't.
he's into it at some point anyway.
Yeah, he didn't sit on a packet of crisps. I've seen that happen.
No. I tend not to eat a lot of crisps, so. But it could have been a light bulb blowing, but I couldn't, whatever it was, I couldn't find it, and it's got me really concerned because it's only a small area of room. It's not like there's a lot of stuff there, and the only debris I can find is the debris I've made myself.
Walk around in your bare feet, you'll find it.
Yeah, but as for the Red Dwarf itself, though, it's the model itself is going to be. I guess, at some time next week, it's going to be in a very crimson tone. So, there's that. The forks. The forks are over there, and so are the rings for the rear end. I done a video yesterday for it.
I saw your video. It was excellent.
So those rings are looking good as well. They spaced nicely, and everything's fine on those. Also, I don't know if you want to know, but there's a certain shuttlecraft missing.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yes, I noticed. No Galileo.
Is it on a mission?
It's getting ready for a journey.
It's in a box.
It's not, but it's going to be.
Check it to make sure it's not the thing that blew up.
No, I have checked. No, I basically all I've been doing is just giving it a bit of a clean up, getting it ready for, I guess, a US mission.
International.
Yeah. So I don't know how you feel about that, though.
If it's anything like when I saw the original shuttle in New York at the exhibition that was in, and I know how that felt. So I think Lou will probably be getting similar feelings when it arrives.
Yeah. Also a bird of prey as well.
Yeah, boy.
Look at
Oh, you saw the bird of prey as well?
He made the mistake of saying that he needed some moolah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hope all of this tariff thing that's been happening this week won't affect the delivery either of that to the US or anything coming to us in the UK model-wise. I know this.
Get everything out before Brexit. Get everything out before Brexit.
Yeah.
Levi jeans have gone up in price, and orange juice is going up in price, and all sorts of things that we get.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Orange juice is going up.
Even
Because of tariff duties. So that's why I'm
I'm
wondering.
not adding tariffs to anything that I sell.
Right. Oh, very good. But then it's all charged at departure or whatever it may be. But I know I'm worried about the price of kits. I mean, the price of kits here are bad enough, but if they start imposing duties over and above the standard duties. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I'm also not happy about that over here in Australia because both Amazon UK and Amazon US are refusing to send to Australia because our beloved federal government decided to put a GST on flaming online shopping. Why in the world? I don't know.
as long as things don't go up before I can get my hands on a Discovery Enterprise model, I'll be happy. Like they can put it after. But that Discovery Enterprise model, it comes out next year. I want that before prices go up.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing that lovely video you did of that Enterprise. Oh my God, I'm gorgeous.
I think there'll be a lot of black market models shipping back and forth.
I swear to God.
Yeah. I would imagine people looking to fill up suitcases.
If we could find a supplier in China, Carwyn, there would be no problem. You could send 10 of them and wouldn't get a penny charged.
Yeah.
The smallest item from the States.
I probably will need 10 because I'll probably end up botching a few. That tends to be the way it goes.
Yeah. We'll need some more Canadian online distributors.
I build an enterprise and then decide, wouldn't this look good if the nacelle had a couple of blaster shots into it?
Yeah.
And then I'll think, wouldn't this look good if the saucer had been damaged somehow, maybe in a fight with the doomsday machine?
And of course, Carl, we know what you would do. You do it anyway.
So,
but Jim, we're at war with Canada now, so I'll have to pick a side here pretty soon.
But yeah, that's pretty much me done.
Okay, right, Carwyn. Excellent, brilliant stuff. Look forward to seeing the finished article. Lots of pictures, lots of video before it sails off across the Atlantic. Hi, Heath, how are you?
I'm all right, Liam. How are you, sir?
I can't complain. The weather's great here for a change, so.
It's bloody freezing over here.
Well, you're well. What's your idea of freezing? 18 degrees or something?
15 actually.
Oh, it's terrible. We had 13 during the week, and it was really balmy.
Oh, let's just play one up.
But
let's just all play one upmanship, shall we?
But today is 20 degrees, which is unusual for us, and I suppose to go up to 27 next week.
Yes.
Oh, you're in heaven.
Yeah,
you're in heaven.
But you flashed a box earlier about model.
Yes, I did. But first things first, nice to see you all again. It's great to be here. I recently just did my my hour model chat for this month. Bob was so nice to join me there. It was nice to see you, Bob. Thanks for that. Yes, I did show up a box before. As I said before, just don't do drugs, kids. Listen to Uncle Heath. Don't do drugs. As I said, this is my drug.
Oh, this
Yes, a 172 F-15C, one of my favorite aircraft in the U.S. Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
That Hobby boss? No.
What was that?
Who does the kit?
Academy.
Ah.
Academy. So that one. But today is a day of good news. Now I can put together my Excelsior because the warp engines are done. I can start to put it together. And voila.
Ooh, pretty.
There she is.
Up a little higher. Up a little higher. There you go.
A little lower.
I've got to put some more paint on her because she's not really good. I might have to take a sander to the holes, but no, did them today. Did both of them today. No trouble at all, just like the first time I did it. So now she's all ready to be put together. And
is that an original pop or is that the
original pop? Original pop. I do have a repop.
Yeah.
I do have a repop Excelsior, but this one's the original pop. This one's going to be the NCC. The repop's going to be the NX.
The NX, yeah.
I haven't seen the repop. Have they corrected the problem with the neck? Because the neck is the wrong shape.
Yes,
Yes, they have.
They corrected that big gap between the top and the bottom of the saucer too.
But is the back flat or is it curved?
Well, this one's flat.
Curved.
Well, that one's flat.
Yeah, that flat back there is supposed to have a curve to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they've corrected that.
Oh well.
They did
I did.
They did do some work on the saucer bit parts to clean those up.
There we go. There's the sensor dish.
Yeah.
All in, ready to go. I left the background grey because I thought it might look more effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it stands out.
I think it
Looks good.
looks more effective. So yeah, all I have to do now is just put her all together and then put the decals on her and then voila,
So
she's done.
will the F-15 be the next on the assembly line or something else?
The F-15 is next. In fact, I've got several. I will probably do several kits next time around because I've got to finish my Le Mans Jag. That's got to be finished. That's had the white base. That's had the white base on. I've got the exact color that I need for the actual body color because it's the XJ12, I think it is, the Mon car that they raced in '88 and '89. So I've also got to finish my Subaru, my Subaru WRX, which is from the rally. I've got all these kits. I start them, and then I try and find the time to finish them. But since I've been,
it's always much more fun to just go ahead and start something else.
Yeah, well, exactly. Lou, you know the story, Lou. So. So yeah,
it is a temptation. It is a temptation.
Let me put this. I've still got to do my original Enterprise. I've still got to do my original Enterprise that I got with the Flaming JJ prize. I've still got to do that.
Yeah.
The one
then I've got I've got so many to do. It's not fun. I think I might have to have a cull. Seriously, I think I'm going to have a cull. I'm going to have to seriously have a look at what I'm seriously going to have a look at what I'm going to build. When am I going to build it? Timeline, time frame, everything like that. I'm seriously going to have to go through a cull and see what's going to be kept and what's not. So,
yes, the Lord can't take me because I got too many models left to build.
I know. Help me, Lord. I got too many kits. Help me, Lord.
Well, I sincerely hope you're around for a lot longer than the pile of kits you have there. So
Well,
and the time that you have to build them, whatever. I'm sure you will.
I hope so. But the thing is, Liam, it's just I'm just getting to. I've got so many F1 cars. It's not funny. It's but and the thing is, I started one McLaren, which I've stuffed up, which I'm still trying to repair. Uh-oh. Someone's got something. Someone's got something. I saw the box. You've got a kit, haven't you?
What
have you got?
I meant to show you this just now, actually, but 2 weeks ago was my birthday.
No.
And I had that.
Better not be.
My God.
Oh!
Very big box.
T2 Judgment. That's a big box for a kit.
Yeah, it's a pretty kit.
The big model.
What size is that thing?
It's big. Yeah, so 132 scale, I think. Yeah, 132 scale.
Is that
bloody hell.
Is it an import Carwyn, or is it you bought locally?
But believe it or not, there's a model shop in Cardiff that was closing down on my birthday, and they actually had a sale on, and this was reduced in price to £20.
Get the hell out!
Which is about as much as it weighs.
Oh, it's hang on a sec. Let me just show you this quickly.
That big box for £20?
Yeah.
Get yourself a big old can of silver spray paint.
Yeah.
Let me just open, you son of a dog.
And here's the other bit we don't like. Trying to get the damn thing open.
Don't be breaking.
Yes, but once you open it, you have to build it.
Yeah. So I mean, they're the size of some of the parts. And these this is just the upper head.
Yeah.
You know, and parts of the tank base.
Yeah.
And the size of the wheels and the tank treads.
Yes, I think my first car was smaller than that.
Yeah.
So yeah. But sorry about that. I just thought that it just hit me that I had this, and I thought I'd better show you. So,
now, to be honest, I'm a little bit upset with the Australian government because I've been trying to get another. I had to regrettably sell my Refit Enterprise 1350. Regrettably. And believe you me, I was in tears when I sold it. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to find another refit, and the chances of me getting one before July 1st.
Why July 1st? What's July 1st? Birthdays or something?
The July 1st is when the GST comes in on online shopping.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing would be to get someone, transfer money to someone by PayPal friends and get someone in the UK or US to buy you one and send it. But will you get past? Will there be any duty charges that way?
Well, yeah, there is that. But the thing is, I could do what you say, Liam. But the thing is, it would cost me too much, as well as them too much, for a 350 Enterprise.
Yeah, but to buy the thing in the first place in the UK is insane.
To buy the thing in the first place is going to be like about, in my money, nearly $300, and I'm not kidding there.
Is that what's the exchange rate? Is it not about two Australian dollars to the pound? No.
Yeah, well, it's 76. It's about 76 cents at the moment, at this time.
Same as a euro, effectively, almost the same as a euro. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, and it's just really. See, I don't want to put that burden on someone because I feel that the kit is overpriced anyway. It's already overpriced anyway. I mean, I can get a premium grade Falcon from a warehouse that I'm a member of for $300.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a much bigger, much more to the kit than compared to.
Yeah, and there's much more. But with the 350 scale Enterprise, I mean, I've looked inside the premium grade Millennium Falcon, which is my dream kit. But I don't think because of what's happening now, that's just made my chance of getting one zip, because it's not just that. It's not just the postage. It's also how much tax they have to pay to send it over here. because Amazon UK, and as I said before, Amazon UK and Amazon US have already said no go. So there goes that idea.
Something won't send it.
No, they won't send it. They're not going to, after July 1st, Amazon US and Amazon UK will not send to Australia because of the online GST that we're bringing in.
Very strange.
And I think that's absolutely disgraceful, because I know a lot of modelers over here that do want to build the Enterprise, and they do want to build the Millennium Falcon, and it's just they can't do it after July 1st because it's just going to absolutely cost the sender. Not only is it going to cost them the Earth, but it's also going to cost the sender the Earth to send it over here. Because the last time that I put my name down for a 350, it was going to cost me $274 plus $22 postage for that. And now, because of the GST that's coming in, it may just be more than that. So the chances of me ever owning a 350 Enterprise again is not happening, because I don't want to put that burden on someone because because of a GST that we don't need. We've never had a GST on online shopping before. Why now?
You're not alone on that, because some states in the U.S. are also contemplating.
That's already happened.
They won the case this week. Yeah.
That's already happened. They're going to start putting taxes on all the online.
Yeah.
Just as an example,
it used to be that they had to collect a tax if that store state also had a physical presence in the state.
Yeah.
But now they're doing it on all online sales, and you know, if the U.S. or if the IRS is going to start requiring the companies to collect tax, they're going to start charging tax.
Yeah, it's come to that situation whereby if you come up with something for free, somebody will tax it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you one thing. That is exactly my point, Liam. That's about 130 pounds.
Yeah.
Over here, that would be about 274. And I am not half kidding.
Yeah, that's 140 effectively. Free delivery to someone in the UK, but then someone in the UK would then need to send that to you. I don't know what the charges would be to Australia, but
I tell you right now, Liam, it ain't gonna be cheap. It ain't gonna be cheap.
But
it's cheaper for you to fly over, visit
exactly
the US, and then smuggle it back under your shirt.
Yeah, that's the new version of the kit as well. I think.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, that's the refit. That's not the toss.
Yeah.
I want the refit.
Yeah.
I've got the toss. My 600. I've got my 600 toss. But the refit's the one that's really close to my heart, because that's the one I remember seeing first in the motion picture. That one.
I have 3 of them. Sad individual that I am, but when
rub it in his face. Rub it in his face.
Just rub it in my face, Liam. Just rub it in my face.
When I bought them, I got one for £49 and the other 2 were 70 something. And that's
You've got to kick him as well, Liam.
Yeah. Talk about kicking him down.
What I'm trying to say is,
buy them when they're new.
Yes. And
just take out the back and set fire to him just in front of him as well. Go on.
Buy them, as Lou says, buy them when they're released. It might be a stretch. It's like the the one exception is the Star Destroyer, the Revell Star Destroyer. It's actually come down in price. But that's the exception to the rule.
Again when I'm down.
The Katinga is out later on this year, and I will. That's a priority to get one of those at the release price. God knows what it will go up to.
You know what, Liam? You're not helping. You're not helping. You've just said 2 of my favorite kits that I want to get, and 2 of them I cannot get because Flaming of this bloody GST thing. So just kick an Aussie when he's down. You know?
Well, you're an Australian. You're always down.
Upside down as well, Lou. Even worse.
Oh, all right. That's enough out of you lot. Out of you Northern Hemisphere lot.
That's enough complaining about where you live and all that heat and stuff and all the rest of it. What if we move on to who we not? Oh, James. How's James? How are you?
I'm doing fine. There, Liam.
Round over.
Yeah. I've been enjoying the weather too much. It's been so nice here the last little while. So,
And there's free refits falling out of the trees.
yeah. Well, I haven't done a lot on the modeling front. I'm afraid all of my finances have been going into my electronics hobby for the moment in buying test equipment.
Yeah.
So that's been...
Which is probably all coming from China?
No, I've got original stuff.
Ah, right, okay.
HP, Dana, all that. So, I mean, that's the stuff I've been spending money on. So, as well as some others. So that's where but I haven't given up on the hobby, that's for sure. Now I want to get back on the other stuff. The problem is that we've been trying to get back on the other part of my Arcadia, but I've had so much other things, and then outside activities have been.
Yeah, it's my wife's 60th birthday next week, and I'm tied up with doing a whole series of things for that. As well as that, I've got my other hobby of doing the Star Trek cosplay, which is I'm working on something which is just eating up time as well. So but we all have our interests, we all have our hobbies. If you get too many, it's very difficult to put them all into.
Well, you got to take advantage of good weather when you can. I mean, you're in Canada, for heaven's sake. your summer is
right,
long.
Well, my summer's been pretty good so far. I mean, it's I think it's going to go up to 34 degrees today. So,
Oh, no, that's too much. we complain here. We complain about cold. We complain about heat. We complain about drought. We complain about rain.
What a bunch of winters!
I'll never complain. I hate winter so much. I don't never complain about the warmth. I'll never complain about the heat.
We were on holiday in Portugal for a week 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And when we were there, the weather was crap. And everyone at home was saying, "Oh, it's lovely here. It's 24 degrees. The sun's out." And we were in grey skies. Thank God we had a heated swimming pool, or we would never have been outside at all. But that's an alarm moan for you, Heath. There you go. We're not with a bunch of moaners in Ireland. So what you're telling me, James, is modelling at the minute is taking the back seat.
It has not totally.
Oh no.
I've got my annual build that I have to do for my annual birthday build for my sister. I do. So I've got.
Last year was the little church, isn't that right?
Yeah, last year was a little church.
The church and the lamp.
Yeah, this year I'm just trying to get over here, and we get over here.
Well, if anyone cares while he's doing that, it's 10 minutes to 9 here, and it's already 80 degrees outside. So
yeah,
lovely.
I don't know what 80 degrees is. You have to talk in English, man.
Yeah, it's freaking hot.
So
I'd gladly change the weather with you, Lou.
What is 80 degrees? What's that, like 26?
About 26, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So anyhow,
20 degrees is 68. I always work with that. 20 degrees.
Americans always try to make stuff sound bigger than it is.
Oh, that looks nice.
This is my next build project.
Oh, nice.
And I'll probably get it next week, and then I got to start that because it's going to be ready for the 15th of August. So.
Oh.
Are you thinking something like last year? You're putting it inside another container?
It's got a case. It has a container.
Hmm.
That would make some architect very proud.
It has a container.
Oh,
So
it is.
Is it
modeled after anybody's specific house, or
No, just a design. But you got to build everything.
My mother would be freaking out right now. She'd be going, "Where the hell's the banister for those stairs?"
Health and safety.
I mean, it's
Where's our health and safety here?
Slippers? It even has slippers.
Okay,
Yeah,
take
got
the
slippers on the floor,
off the toilet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the toilet being in the open room, like there's a last big hotel.
It's got glass around it. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Blasted. Yeah.
Take that gold stripe off the toilet for him.
Yeah, that look good.
They called it a
I
throne.
have the golden throne.
Yeah.
You got to make all the plants and everything. So.
Yeah, well, even if you fell off those steps, it's what, like 2-3 inches? That's not much.
Yeah.
It's like that scene from Naked Gun.
Know yourself, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's,
The milk's not in the fridge. Jesus. All over the place.
Oh, geez, that milk's going to be absolutely. It's going to be cheese.
James,
you're
take a
all
tiny
missing-
picture of
you're all
James. Take a
missing the
tiny
best.
picture of yourself.
you're all missing the most dangerous thing.
James,
What?
take a tiny picture of yourself and put it on that milk cart.
The most dangerous thing in that house is paper cuts.
Paper cuts, yeah. Well, a lot of this thing, there's a lot of it is laser cut wood. So
Right. Okay.
How do they do
I
like
would
the
hate,
cushions
I'll
and
tell you
stuff?
what, I would hate to fall down those stairs. You would hurt your back very, very badly.
yeah.
Mm.
Well,
James, what are
It's
the
like
cushions made of?
pardon?
What are the cushions made of?
Paper.
I mean, are they? They're dimensional. Are they stuffed with something? Or
Yeah. Yep. Fabric.
okay,
Yep.
Okay.
with all kinds of mixed media. Then
Yeah.
A brave man, James. So look, I mean, and the fact you have to be ready for August.
It looks like something cool, though. It looks like something you don't see every day.
yeah,
Yeah. It's a
Well, there's
different.
something
It's a
that I
different
see
kind,
every day.
it's a different kind of model.
Yeah.
now in Japan, the rent for that alone would be tremendous.
Yeah.
Well, you could say this. You would make an architect very proud.
It's an interesting company because they got like there's about 60 of these kits online. They have about 60
Make one
different
big
kits.
house when you're done.
Hmm?
Do they make one big house when you're done?
Yes, but there are houses. There are full houses you can build.
They're modular.
No, there's all different. There's ones of rooms. There's
Uh-huh.
full houses you can get. There's shops, coffee shops, bakeries, greenhouses, all
Right.
sorts of stuff.
Just,
So.
See you, Bob.
see you,
Hi, Bob.
Sorry,
Hey,
Bob.
Bob.
I thought you should have said, Bob, you had it ways away. But Bob had to go to catch a train, which is.
Yeah.
A decent host would have had him go first then.
I didn't ask. You haven't got a decent host. You've got me.
Oh, Liam is a great host. And so
I think Bob's going to hurt himself, though, because trains are heavy.
Yeah.
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 You try to catch one of those, it's going to hurt.
Very difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're into anyway, so if you're into dollhouse miniatures, it's a good place to get into it type thing.
Now, does that come with all the lighting and everything? Or
Yes. All the lighting,
Wow.
all the wiring, all the LEDs, all the lighting, everything. It's all included with it.
You would wonder their business model. You know, how many of those would they sell? It's I don't know. I know it's a popular hobby, but they must be fairly.
They must be selling quite a bit. I mean, it's a huge. You look on Pinterest. If you look on the miniature site of sites of Pinterest, there's thousands and thousands of images of what people are building, and even online and YouTube, there's all kinds of videos of people making furniture and all that sort of stuff for this.
You'd be surprised. Doll houses are a big business.
Yeah.
They're an absolutely massive business. You don't really, because if you're not part of it, if you're not into that in that world, you don't notice it. But
No.
if you started to look into it, you'd see millions.
I wonder if anybody's
I've got two. I've only got one hobby shop in this area, but I got two dollhouse stores.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Hey, I wonder if anybody's ever made like Captain Admiral Kirk's quarters from Star Trek 2. You know, they've actually
do
made
that.
a model of it.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but could you put it in the 350? Nah, you couldn't because they haven't made it small enough.
You haven't got a 350 anyway, Heath.
Oh.
Would you shut up?
Somewhere.
Just shut up, all right? We're not talking about that right now. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the flaming quarters. We're not talking about the flaming ship. And the next person who flaming bloody mentions it, I'm out.
I think we should do D'Agostini and send him one piece every month.
Oh, shut up! God.
But you could
James,
make
what's
anything.
the website for that?
Belong.
Pardon?
What's the website for that dollhouse that you were going?
Banggood.
Say again.
Bang Good.
Good.
Oh, Bang Good, the electronics company, the people who do all Bang Good. They're takes about
Out of Hong Kong, yeah.
Yeah, it takes about to the UK. It takes about 4 weeks to arrive. Louis, I don't know what way it'll be this week.
No, well, no. For me, it's, I get it next week. I ordered it last week, and it comes in next Wednesday.
That's excellent.
Ah, cool.
I believe Bang Good is a company that do the CR10 3D printer as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
They sell a wide range of, but I thought it was all just.
No, they got
electronics
everything. They got everything from housewares, everything, clothing, everything is in that store.
And chances are, if you looked on Alibaba or AliExpress, it would be on there too, maybe from a different supplier. Yeah. Interesting. One thing I want to do now, because I had this on my screen to bring up to chat to Bob next, but he's gone. So I just want to say it's working at the moment.
Yeah.
Is that the Green Hornet car? I don't recognize. No, it's
No,
not.
I don't think it is.
No.
Bob was talking to me about that this afternoon on my show. He said something must have rubbed off. Something.
Yeah, the problem with the waxing, with the polishing, and it messed up the
finish?
top.
It looks okay to me.
Other than on the back quarter, if you look at the back quarter,
see that now.
Yeah, right there.
I thought there was glare from the screen.
Yeah, it looks like the clear coat's rubbed off.
Which that's my experience with QR.
Yeah, it is.
Every time I attempt the QR, that's what happens to me. I get some disaster. But no, I thought it was I was going to chat to Bob about it, but unfortunately he's had to go.
But I'll say this much. I'll say this much. I do like. I've seen, just going back to what we're talking about with the 350 Katanga. I have seen the 350 Katanga, and it looks like it's going to be a nice little kit. And I do mean not little. It's not going to be little. It ain't going to be little. No. It'll probably be bigger than the Enterprise, actually. Maybe.
No, it's not as long as the refit.
Lou has seen the pop version of the test model.
It's not that big, is it? So how much? So is it longer than the Enterprise?
It's not longer than the refit. No, it's you know the old chart that they used to show on the old AMT kits of the Enterprise and the Klingon. It's relative to that.
If you do look at the 350, it probably goes from the end of the nacelle roughly up to about the length of where the bridge is.
Yeah, it's shorter, and it's since it's a little bit wider. But you know, when you stack the two side by side, you can see how.
I reckon that neck's going to be a bit of a bitch. I'll tell you that. Getting that neck on.
I've been told there's reinforcement in the neck.
Yeah.
Oh, there is. Well, they finally fixed that.
That's a lesson learned from the past, I think. Heath.
Yeah.
There's always one thing. I mean, they build these wonderful designs, but they're not meant to last. And when you go to try to build a permanent kit of this that's going to last forever, there's always one structural flaw that shows up on the Enterprise.
It's the same with the 5. Yeah, it's the same with the 537 scale Enterprise.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. The Enterprise design itself, the nacelles are always going to want to do this. And on the Klingon ship, the bow is always going to want to do that. It's just a structural defect.
The one thing I found with this Revell kit, the Revell Germany kit of the Enterprise, the engineering's superb on it. It works.
It is, yeah. It's
German engineering is letting you down?
No, it's not. It's superb. It's
no, the engineering on that Enterprise model is fantastic.
Everything fits. Yep. It's even to the point when you're fitting the parts together, you can actually fit it together without glue. There's
a point where you test fitness going like, how the hell do I get this apart?
Yes, I've had that problem.
Well, see, that's the one that I've got.
Pure method for attaching the nacelle struts that I've ever seen in any Enterprise kit.
Yeah, they are really solid.
See, that's the one that I've got with the 2 Enterprise kit for the 50th, the regional and the JJ.
Enterprise, really cool. Yeah.
But as I said before, and I mean, okay. If I had the money right now, I would send it to anyone who had a 350 kit. I'd just go, here, take my money. Shut up. Just take it.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Heath. Just
Oh, not really.
Throw it out to the universe, ask the universe for it, and believe in it, and you will get it.
You hear that? Beam me up, Scotty. We're live.
If that were true, I'd be sitting here a multi-millionaire by now, but there you go.
James, I'm looking at that site, and there's that wonderful. I'm sure you've seen it. That wonderful dollhouse that looks like the Frank Lloyd Wright deal.
Oh, yeah.
With all the glass windows and stuff. That's tremendous. For $60?
Yeah, they're cheap. Yeah.
Oh, you see what you've done now, James?
Yeah.
I can't get two good cans of paint for $60.
Keep an eye on me. We're live, Scotty.
Get a copy of the book called The Secret, Heath, and read it.
The Secret? What?
The Secret. Look at the
Put it out into the universe, Heath.
Yes, it sounds mad, but my wife does it, and it actually works. She's the most annoying when if we're driving about the town. We need a parking space. She will say that it sounds mad, but she does this. She does it, and we always get a parking space. If I'm by myself, no chance. You never get a parking space. But that's just one small example. But it does seem to work. It's a strange one, but it's a belief thing with. I
don't doubt. I don't doubt that I will get it again.
But
it's just going to take time. It's just going to take. Not a case of if. It's a case of when.
Yes. See, there you're starting already.
And also with the Star Destroyer, it's not a case of if. It's a case of when.
Yeah.
Because the thing is with the Star Destroyer is a bigger kit compared to the 350. I mean, you've all seen it, the Revell one, the 12700 one. I mean, that would be the ideal kit to actually light. That would be, and because it's all one color, it's easy.
You say it's one color.
Yeah,
well, I say it's one color.
Mark Dunmore's doing his the earlier version of the Star Destroyer at the minute, and I know there's lots.
From which movie? Rogue One or from Rogue One or Episode 4?
Episode 3. You know the earlier one, the
Ventnor class.
Yeah, and he's doing a nice job of it, but it's definitely not one color. But there you go, it's a different thing altogether. I'm conscious of the time where we're getting sidetracked all the time. Stop being sidetracked. Is that you, James, at the minute? Then everything.
That's me at the moment.
So
yeah.
I think you may have converted Dalmaso to a new form of modeling, but we'll see what happens. Or it may be a
spiked his curiosity anyway.
Oh yeah. There's nothing better than having a go at something. But there you go. Yeah. Speaking of people buying kits and so on, I know Bernie's probably not speaking to me at the minute.
No.
Well, he is, but he's sort of annoyed at me for.
I am very
advertising you.
I'm very.
I didn't take your money out to spend it.
You forced me into it. Go on.
What did you do? What did you do, Liam? What did you do? Tell what did you do?
Dead. You will.
I'll give you a clue.
Go on.
I'll give you a clue.
Yes.
That.
Oh, you've bought extras for it already?
Yeah, of course. What do you think I have? So if I'm going to screw something up, let's screw it up.
That looks like. Hang on. That wouldn't be Thunderbird 2, would it?
No.
A
bit earlier.
Those there are a minute. Let's get off this page.
That's the suspension.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
It looks some sort of Navy vessel type thing.
You're closer, isn't he, Liam? He's closer.
Closer than Thunderbird 2, but not that much closer.
Something a little bit more.
There were
futuristic.
There were 4 springs in that picture, Heath.
Yeah, 4 springs. There's look upon them as barrels.
Not an X-wing.
No. Wrong genre.
Put him out of his misery.
I don't know. What is it?
Those are Hispano Mark II 20mm cannons. Now, I've given it away.
In 1/24th scale, by any chance?
Yes.
They might be.
It's
they might be. Yeah.
Jadlam models here in the UK, Jadlam Racing Mod, who interestingly enough do a lot of export at very low price. If everyone's ever looking for a kit that you can't get somewhere,
I know.
Look at Jadlam. And it's surprising the Revell JJ prize and so on. People really get that in the States for like 20 quid through Jadlam, including delivery. It was really strange, however, they were doing it. But they sometimes put up these 124 scale Airfix kits, which the one that Bernie ordered was £168.
£67, I think.
Yeah. They were doing it for half price.
What is it? A tank or a plane?
It's a
plane. Let me. I'll bring up.
Oh! It's got to be a Spitfire.
Nope. Bigger.
Oh!
Typhoon.
Think twice the engines are.
I bought the Typhoon from them last year when they happened. They did that for half price.
Yeah.
40.
All right, put me out of my misery.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty good at my aircraft, I must admit.
Right, it's
got 2 engines.
It's this fella here. Let me just share this with you.
I'll just do it.
The tune going through my head, but I don't want.
Oh my God! That's famous. Show us, Benny.
There you go.
Oh, that's gonna have one hell of a wingspan on it.
Yep.
It's a Mozzie.
Yep, that's an Aussie, all right. We had them in the Battle of We had them at the Battle of Midway.
Yeah. Well, you can get aftermarket. Let me get myself off this minute. You can get aftermarket decals and information to actually. What the hell?
Bye, Bernie!
What
the hell?
Bye!
How do we get that?
Up.
You've got infinite number of things.
Up to another place. He has gone to the Twilight.
Am I not around anymore?
Oh, you're here?
Yeah, you're okay.
You're
back.
I'm back.
You're back.
I mean, I can only see myself. It's not a pretty. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. I just got to the end. I thought I just got to the end of this Obi-Wan Kenobi thing that I was telling you about the other week.
Is that one of those easy kits?
Yeah, it's a clip together one, but
that's not very big.
No, it's
those things are meant to be bigger.
Well, I'm not sure what the scale on it's supposed to be, but it was a nice, handy scale and an easy model to get back into it again. And yeah,
the easy fit kits are quite good. They are quite nice little kits.
Yeah. Well, the thing is it was given to me, funnily enough, as a joke about a year or so ago at someone's retirement party, and they gave out little gifts to everybody. Most other people got boxes of chocolates, bottles of wine, and I got that. And I thought, yeah, that's lovely. Thank you. And I put it in a drawer and forgot about it. And then decided that when I was going to get back into modelling again, I'd start small. So I thought, I'll just clip this thing together.
Clickety click, click.
Yeah, well, the thing is it clipped together so well that I thought, well, this could actually make something a little bit more interesting. So I thought, I've never done weathering or anything on a model before, so I'd have a go at it. And it's not very good. I think I've overdone it, but
I disagree. Bernie, I disagree. I think because
when it comes to Star Wars models, you can't really overdo weathering because there's always it landed on Dagobah or there's always an excuse for it, so you can't really over weather a Star Wars model.
Oh, that's good.
Imperial ship, they all look as if they've been drop kicked around the football field, don't they?
I often wondered about this business of weathering starships and everything because I would have thought something would have had to have been in space for thousands of years to get as really grotty as some of those vessels are shown.
No, not if you're going everywhere really fast. If it's just sitting there, yeah, it might take a few thousand years, but if you're going in and out of atmospheres, it's going to rack up pretty quickly.
Sure, if it's going in and out of atmospheres, but
haven't you ever gone through a nebula? I mean, if you're going to go through that sort of muck, you're going to need a wet wipe.
Yeah, you got to wash down after that.
I think you might need a pressure washer after some of the nebulas I've been.
Well, you go to a meteor shower.
Yeah, but then you have a meteor umbrella, don't you? So.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason why the starships are so are so clean is because they don't land.
Yeah.
The only ship that does land is Voyager.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this one would land. I don't see anywhere where it's got any.
I think it lands on the wing.
There's meant to be landing gears at the front, Bernie.
At the
There's
front.
meant to be landing legs at the front.
Yeah.
If you have a look at Revenge of the Sith, when Anakin goes to Mustafar, you'll see two little legs come down off the front, and they'll land, and it'll land on the.
Yeah. Well,
you'll see it clear as day.
I have to hold my hand up here and admit to the fact that I've never seen any film which those appear in. In fact, I've only seen 3 Star Wars films.
You're a better man than I.
Don't brag about it. The rest of us have seen them all.
Yeah.
And of course,
you have my sympathy.
And there's still the purest people who say there only are 3 Star Wars films, but that's
No.
Let's not get into this. Let's not get into this. We're meant to be talking about modelling, not flaming bloody what Kathleen Kennedy has done to the flaming Star Wars or anything like that.
No.
Let's just get on with it.
There are 3 Star Wars films and the holiday special, and that's all that counts.
Yes.
Barely. Holiday special. Right. Get out of here.
To get back to my original point, apologies first of all for putting up on the page. Congratulations for buying the kit. They're usually fairly quick about delivery, so you should get it.
It's due Monday.
Yep, and it is a big box.
Yeah, well, it needs to be boxed big because it's going to be the start of my stash. It's going to be at the bottom. It's still going to be there in 5 years.
Foundation box. It's a foundation box.
Yes, very, very. Although you might.
You're not going to build it.
Yeah, I've got every intention to, but I am sure that as soon as I open it and I see all those parts in there, I'm going to go, I'm sure the grass needs cutting.
it's a big project. It's no different to. I mean, I've got the Typhoon, and I've got a Spitfire and a Hurricane. I think all on that scale, and it's the same thing. They're all there, but it's just. Yeah. But apart from anything else, I wouldn't have a space to build a Mosquito because it is huge when it's built.
Well, I've got space reserved for this, but there again,
the only thing stopping me from getting it.
Originally reserved for the vessel that shall but be named for Heath's sake, which I haven't built either.
Are we talking about a certain ship that starts with an E and ends in an E?
Might do.
Might be an eagle. Could be an eagle.
Just get it on. Just get on with it. Just get on with it.
I have the Airfix. There's an Airfix book about building the Mosquito. I'll email it to you if you want it. It breaks it down into sections. There's one for the Typhoon. There's one for various different models. But it is it's a big project, and to do it justice, it would be one of those ones to spend. How long do you think, Randall? 6 months?
Well, I've been looking for reference. I've been considering going up to the De Havilland Museum to actually have a look.
Oh, that's not far from you, right enough, yeah.
Well, it's north of London, which is far enough, especially when you've got to go around the M25. But there was a book that was recommended to me for the Mark VI that I've not been able to find at a reasonable price. Second hand from the States, I can get one for about £20, but then it's got postage on top of that and everything. But I can't remember who the guy.
The author?
You
know the author?
Yeah, it was Dave Host. No, I can't remember the name of it now. But it was. That's the one, is it? Let's have a look.
That's the pilot's manual for.
Oh no! Oh right. Oh, that looks like the one with the radar dome on it, but it looks very much like a seaplane from the front of there.
No, it's a pilot's manual for a Mozzie.
The Night Fighter Mark 38.
Right.
Yeah.
The big radome on the front.
That's what I thought. I know you can. Sorry, was that something fell over in my room?
I think it was, yeah.
Carwyn, your explosions spread.
I know.
They give you all the.
Well, actually,
it's rippling up live here soon.
Well, actually, on my F-15 kit, I've got 172 Australian decals. I'm actually thinking of making this into an Australian F-15 because there was a time before we got the F-18 that we were going to have the F-15.
Mm-hmm.
So mine's going to be a what if.
That's handy, James. Yeah, the
Get
detail.
all the actual pictures of the cockpit and
Bernie,
description of everything.
Bernie, if you email me the, well, in fact, I can look it up. If you email me the details of the one you're trying to build, the aircraft, I'll see what I can find because I have my sources.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, thanks very much indeed for that. I've got two in mind at the moment. I might even go with the one that's in the museum simply because I can go and see the actual thing. But nah, perhaps not. I might even go for this. There's a, sorry about this, Heath, New Zealand version as well.
No, that's all right. New Zealand's fine. It's just over the back.
Yeah.
Hey, New Zealand, you got someone coming.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what I'm doing at the moment. I've electronic-wise, someone's asked me to put together a circuit so they can build a Zen computer from Blake 7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've already done a circuit for him once on a small scale. He's talking about he wants a bigger scale. So,
is that gonna be like an audio one, which audio activated, or?
Yeah, it's going to be basically. I've got this. Let me point you at it here. I've got this little circuit here, which let me can see it.
So he's still saying
Over a bit.
Hello. Well, you can't see it very well.
okay.
Anyway, it's I decided I'm not going to do anything too much expensive on it, so I found a sound sensor online for about 89p, and couple that up to the not Arduino base, but I've got a little circuit board that I make for modelers, which powers loads and loads of LEDs. I can use that to control it, and basically do it for a reasonable sort of price for the guy. So that's basically what I've been up to. Looking forward to this Mosquito, I think.
Yes.
Probably go through
if I'd had more cash in my PayPal account, I might have been tempted, but no more kits, no kits, stop kits. Don't need it.
The only thing stopped me was just nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
Well, that Mosquito is going to be a nice kit. I swear to God, that will be a nice kit.
The only other one I'm looking for is, and this is combined with. I keep looking out the window because I live quite near a place called Weston-super-Mare, and the Battle of Britain Memorial flight are due to fly over at some point on their way. Yeah. My nephew is Loadmaster in the DC-3.
Ah.
I'd like to build a model of his aircraft, but I haven't come across a DC-3 or a C-47. It's a reasonable size.
They're all 1/72, I think. Randall,
yeah,
is that right?
Years ago, when I was a small child, I had one.
Monogram or Revell do a 48 scale one, which is quite.
If you're after a specific kit and don't want to pay out a fortune for it, one way in the UK of doing it, if you look for a company called King Kit, kingkit.co.uk. King Kit basically are people who have a stash of kits and decide to leave the modeling realm, or unfortunately sometimes it's families where a modeler has died. They will sell their stash to King Kit, and if you're after anything that's no longer available, you quite often will find it on King Kit. I wanted the Arado 196B, which I couldn't get anywhere, and I got it from King Kit, and again it's not crazy prices. kingkit.co.uk.
It doesn't sound like a good site for model kits, to be honest though. It sounds like they're really bad. King Kit!
King Kit? I know. I think it's a family name, Carwyn. I think that's
right, okay.
There you go. But that's just if you're stuck, and they do every genre of kit too, so you may find something that you're after there. And they're not greedy. The prices are extremely fair.
I'll have a look at that, because I noticed that they do aviation books as well. So
unless Randall's got one in his attic,
48. Yeah, I do actually.
See? I thought he might.
Trumpeter also do a 48 scale DC3 as well.
Yeah.
Probably actually be more easier to build than the old monogram kit, because that first appeared way back in the 70s.
Definitely.
You know, so
there you go.
Well,
I think the Trumpeter one comes with the D-Day markings, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Probably one of the versions does, yeah.
The BBMF has the. I'm not sure which aircraft it's represented, but it's got the D-Day markings on it. But I can get as much information as I can, obviously off my nephew.
That sounds like an aircraft flying past.
That was a motorbike.
It sounds like an aircraft, like a Spitfire or something going past on my head.
But we had the DC3 fly over here last weekend with the alternate crew in it, and I thought that my nephew must have been on board because they did a turn right above our house. Turned out it wasn't, but I've got some good video shots of it, which was handy. I was hoping to get a few more today, but I can't get anywhere near Weston-super-Mare because the roads will be packed because it's a big air display there. They've got all sorts of aircraft from all over the place, so there was no way of actually getting to the display itself. I was hoping to catch some pictures as they went over, but I think they've probably gone over by now a bit further to the south of me than I thought they might. Oh well, never mind. But yeah, if I can find somewhere where I can get a reasonable kit, that'll be a nice project as well.
Well, there you go. King kit. Try King kit. They may have. I'm conscious of time again, and we still have. Jamie's just joined us, and
sorry, I'm late, guys.
We'll keep Jamie till last. No offense, but we'll have a. Are you okay then, Bernie? You're all done for the minute.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All done, thanks.
We have a chat with my neighbour, Mr. Scott. Hi, Randall.
That's funny. He doesn't sound Scottish.
Well, I've actually finished a kit, as some of you probably have already noticed.
Oh, your U-boat.
There we go.
Ooh. Yeah, looks nice, that Randall.
Now, is this for the nautical group build, Randall?
It is, yep.
Oh, there we go. Jack will be happy. We have a boat.
This is U597. It really needs a better base than the cradle.
It's awful. The cradle that comes with those kits is terrible.
Awful.
Good for something to set it on while paint was drying. That's about the best you could say about it.
Hey, Randall, did you go the extra mile?
A couple of brass supports. You know, this
giant squid.
Yeah.
Straight into fore and aft, and then a wooden base for it or something like that. But
not a giant squid, as Lou says. It's not the Nautilus.
No.
No. Everything looks better with a giant squid.
I don't know.
I actually think it's a pair of job, Randall, but I think it's too clean.
Why'd you put all those holes in it?
Yeah, it wouldn't sink without the holes. It's a submarine.
Liam, the submarine itself, the ship itself that I based it on, actually had a very short service history.
Yes, true.
It was it did 2 sorties in the Atlantic, and got sunk in the second one.
Right.
By a chap from Lisburn, oddly enough.
In a what was the aircraft?
He was flying a B-24 Liberator.
Yep.
Coastal
For
Command.
the flowers there.
Yeah. Those were homemade decals. They're Edelweiss flowers, which didn't really bring this ship any luck.
Yeah, I was gonna say I aimed for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Liberator will do it.
You didn't motorize the propellers, did you, Randall?
Nah.
Excellent rusting.
It can be turned into a remote control sub.
That's been done. If you, Steve Neal has done it a few times, at least a couple of times anyway.
Excellent weathering.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big ship as well when it's done, because it's 1/72 scale.
That's why I'm showing you this way here, because it's hard enough to maneuver around without breaking something. You're knocking something over.
Managed to sort out the rigging problem you had then, Randall? Yeah, you had a problem with the rigging, didn't you?
I decided to try and add brass tensioners to the rigging. This one, this bit here, as you can see, it's not exactly straight. These are like tiny, like 1.5 millimeter brass tubes, with an internal diameter of about 0.7 of a millimeter or 0.3 of a millimeter or something like that. Anyway, I was tensioning this one and had it all, super glued and set nicely, and then I went to trim the excess and unfortunately trimmed the wrong part. And ping!
Watch out for the fingers!
Yeah. I might go back and fix that again sometime, but I want to distance myself from it.
Yeah, you get too close to it sometimes. You're just not happy with it. Yeah, but no, it's a superb job. I mean,
it looks beautiful.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
I've got another image here. Where? This is from the other side.
It's still a remarkable boat. Kind of reminds me of the Dust Boot. The Dust Boot! Whoops!
It's the same version of Type 9, I think, isn't it, Randall?
Type 7.
Type 7, sorry. Type 7C.
Type 7C, yeah. I think the boot version was actually a slightly earlier version that had a small...
U571 was a U-boat, wasn't it?
Huh?
U571. That movie about the U-boat.
Oh,
well, the Americans won the war again, yes.
Yeah, that was about the Enigma machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, in real life, it was the Royal Navy captured it, but of course...
Oh, God, that was the one that starred Bon Jovi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that thing existed.
I've never watched it.
I prefer K-19 myself.
So if the sub's finished, then does that mean you're sitting twiddling your thumbs, doing nothing?
No.
Knowing you, no way.
Fortunately, I'm not. Well, fortunately, I'm not really. No, at the last meeting in the Ulster Aviation Society, I was handed one of these. You'll be familiar with it, Liam.
Oh yes, the Daily Mail special. Free with a Sunday newspaper, a Saturday newspaper.
Saturday newspaper, yeah. And this was started last month, and it's to be finished this Wednesday coming. So I've got this far with it.
That's the same one I've bloody got.
Plain
That's the same one I've got.
Just in the process of adding the decals.
That's tiny.
Plain honest.
The bit I lost was the air intake underneath the left. Yeah, that bit there I lost.
Yeah, this,
underneath the right wing.
This bit?
Yeah. James, I was talking with James, and I had it in my hand, and in the next minute it dropped.
Yeah.
And through that whole conversation, James, I'm saying to James, I can't find that piece. Remember that, Jim?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was building it and I dropped the piece.
At the same time, I'm also adding a bit of detail to a 132 scale engine. This is one half of it.
What's that? Bloody hell!
Oh, it's a World War One.
Yeah, it's a
Spano
Wolseley Viper.
All right.
And I'm adding
that to be the smallest engine I have ever seen.
The wiring loom.
Is that one of the wing nuts kits?
No, it's Roden.
Oh, right.
It's still 132 scale. It's actually, where did I put the box? This one here.
Oh, bloody hell.
SE5. Yeah.
It'll not be.
Bombs are in.
It's not going to be this scheme when I finish with it. It'll be one of the more standard colours. Again, it'll be one that was flown by a chap from Northern Ireland, so I'm keeping with the local theme, as it were. I'm also in the process of drawing out tiny holes and tiny tubes.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell! How can you have the? Hang on. You must be using a magnifying glass.
Pretty much, it's the overhead magnifier time again. It's the
Tally ho, Jimmy! Better drop the bomb.
Only
I'm gonna
I'm wearing this.
I've got to get one of them. I've got to get one of them.
Oh, you definitely need one.
As time goes on, you'll need more.
Well, I am 42. I am 43 this year, so it's just coming around the corner.
Whippersnapper.
Kid.
As an alternative, I've got one of those as well that Randall has, just and it's like the same idea. But what I do instead is I get my normal glasses for the computer, then I get a pair of magnifying glasses.
Now, is that a Polo 1 or is that a Polo 11?
This is the Apollo Soyuz test project model that I'm still tinkering at.
That monochrome has turned out lovely.
Not very space safe, is it, Randall?
Sorry?
Not very space safe with all them holes.
I haven't got the glass in yet.
That's a chromy job you did there.
That's a chromy job there. It wasn't chromy.
The actually was. I can't find the bottle. Oh yeah, there it is. Good old rattle can chrome silver.
Ah, good old Hasbro.
Umbro.
Umbro. Chrome silver, 191, 49.99 £.
$4.99.
£4.99 quid. £5.
Not get that expensive yet, thank God.
£5.
And, Lou, I was watching your video from last week, and I'm afraid. Look what you went and made me do.
Oh, bloody hell.
On this side of the loft.
Oh, look at that thing.
I'm not the only weak one.
A glow-in-the-dark wrong color saber. Congratulations.
Oh, you can paint that on it.
It still won't, but it won't glow then.
Oh, well.
Here you are.
Yeah. Nice. Accuracy, what's that?
Yeah.
Accuracy? It's something that you shoot.
No, it looks fine at about 10 meters away.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
It's a tenor. It's a tenor model.
I don't care about the light color of the lightsaber because it'll be painted anyway.
I can't remember. What does the faceplate look like on that thing?
Actually, not.
Bloody pathetic, if you ask me.
It has the glow in the dark eyes, but
of course.
Oh, bloody hell! What the hell? Hello, I'm Larry King.
It's Dark Helmet. It's Dark Helmet.
I can't breathe in this thing. I can't breathe in this thing.
That's a blast from the past.
Legs.
Hang on, didn't Anakin lose them?
Look at that. Darth Vader drunk. He's legless.
Even.
Yeah. Well, that cape's better. I'll tell you, that cape right there is better than the one that Bandai kit comes with.
Oh, tell me about it, will you? Trying to get that to stay in place is like doesn't happen. It just comes off.
Yeah, that's no good.
That's
it's no bueno.
I was actually when I dug the kit out, I thought, I remembered hearing stories about the inaccuracies of it and things like that, but I've been looking at images of it, and they didn't do too bad an effort on the chest plate.
It's not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, but you have to paint it. You have to paint all that the same color as it was.
Oh yeah. It came with the little belt boxes, which I was looking at the New Hope version, and it actually wouldn't be too hard to light.
No.
Those three little.
Now that you set it online,
yeah,
you're gonna have to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the law.
We don't make
the law. You say it. You say it. You speak it. You do it.
If I stick strictly to the New Hope version, which is what this guy was modeled on, the original, not the CGI remastered thing.
I had to tell you this.
There are only 6 lights, three in each of those belt boxes. So what's going to be so hard about that?
Actually, that Vader suit that we see in episode 3, it was actually made.
Well, they all were.
They all were. It just started out like a beige plastic thing, and then they did all the black and everything like that. And it did actually. I've seen the making of the suit, and they did actually use lights to light the chest plate and the 2 boxes on the belt.
Mm.
And unfortunately, they did make it to fit Hayden Christensen.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying, Randall, is basically you're not busy, but you are.
Not busy, but I am. Oh yeah, I also came across this in the loft. I might not be able to afford the Mobius version.
Well, inches long.
Bloody hell. That's going on a bit.
Good.
12 inches long when it's built.
4 inches long?
12.
Well,
12.
it must be very thin.
12.
Very thin.
Is that the one with the back?
Standard foot to you and me.
How big is the actual the front piece?
You want to know how big your ball is?
Minute. It is minute.
Oh,
One solid piece resin.
It is. Oh no!
Oh, bloody hell!
The color's gone a bit over the years.
Yeah. Well, no, the resin always was that color.
Right. Okay.
Just think, Randall.
I'd rather buy
Don't make the paint too thick. I should have got just a single ball.
Actually, the relief on it is actually quite deep for its size.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it should take a few layers of paint.
Do the 2010 version and leave it that color.
Yes, we're talking about things getting dirty in space. Yes, exactly.
And this is the rear end of it.
Bloody hell, that's
That looks like an eaten corn on the cob.
I've actually heard that Mobius discovery's a bit on the nose, money-wise.
Yeah. And worse in the UK. That's why Randall's just said that's why he's sticking with that one, not the
wee baggie of metal bits for the tanks or whatever they wear along the way.
Bloody hell.
What vintage is that kit? You didn't mark it when you bought it or anything? No.
Didn't mark it, but I think I have the plan.
I saw 20p. I saw £20 on there.
The plans quote a scale of 1/550th. And they don't have a copyright on it, so I can't tell you the date. But I remember getting it sometime in the early 90s.
I was going to say I thought it was the pre-millennium.
In the last century. You got that in the last century.
Yes, exactly.
Back when 2001 was still in the future.
Yeah.
A lot of the best things come from the last century, gentlemen. Do we not agree?
Yeah.
And when Randall still had hair.
And a mustache. What's that one there?
Well, that's the Wilco.
Oh, God. Which is going to be coming in as a new kit from, is it Mobius?
Cannot wait.
And 1/8 or 1/6 scale or something like that.
That's
Cannot wait. Cannot wait.
No doubt at least £200.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I see. There's a kit out of the Rosinante from the Expanse. I noticed someone put up pictures this week.
Ooh, that would be nice.
It's Murphy Peoples is building it.
I'm going to build my own. I can't be bothered with a kit. I'll build a nice sort of 2-foot version of that.
Yeah, it's a fantastic series. I mean, I've 2 more episodes to go, and I can't wait to see what happens. But the ships don't stand out in it. There's nothing sort of, oh wow, I want one of those perhaps. But they are nice. The whole thing.
Has anyone seen the new Lost in Space?
Yes, superb. Superb.
I have.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Nothing much.
The most ridiculous show I've ever seen. It is brilliant.
Yes, agreed. And that's that's a good point. I'm meeting him in September.
Mm-hmm.
A little resin guy?
Yes. Well, the original resin guy, Keir Dolly.
Gary Lockwood.
Keir Dolly actually is. They're showing 2001 locally for the film festival, and he's the guest. He's appearing at it.
This guy you're meeting then.
Yes, Dave.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I'm
No,
sorry, Dave.
don't.
I can't
Do that. I posted the video. I posted the video on
Have
Facebook
got,
this week.
an Alexa in your house.
Yes.
Have fun with her and ask her to open the pod bay doors.
I posted a video on Facebook this week of someone had done it's Alexa being Hal. It's hilarious. You have to watch it. If you just do a search for Alexa as Hal or Hal as Alexa, you'll find it. It's really funny about opening the pod bay doors. It's all about mishearing what Dave's saying. Very well. Someone's obviously got too much time on their hands, but very well put together.
You know what? I could picture a Newcastle, someone from Newcastle being Hal. You know how stiff upper lip they are. I open the pod bay doors. You want me to what? You want me to what? Open the pod? No. You just stay out.
I'll do that, Dave.
I'll do that, Dave. Yeah, I'll open your pod bay doors, all right. You can go famous skying into space. I don't care.
If just before we speak to Jamie, I have been doing something. As I know it appears always as if I'm doing nothing with this thing, but I did a major change to the whole idea of having sound in it. I did a major change about 2 weeks ago.
What did they do?
I decided to add this at the back, which instead of my original plan to have this little card that had an SD card in it to play the music, which wasn't controllable. It was really driving me nuts. I got this instead. Now this is basically a little MP3. There's a micro SD card.
USB card.
In there, and you have a control and so on, and it's not visible. The way it will sit will not be seen, and you've got a remote. So basically, when
he's got a remote now.
When he wants to play theme tune, press 1. If he wants to play Nick Time, something, press 2. It's all programmed up, and that was £4 for the whole thing.
Now,
can I just say further?
Sorry?
There is one problem with that kit, and it drives me spare.
Which is what?
The bass is wrong.
Oh yeah, that's
the badges are wrong.
It drives me wild every single time I see it.
It's probably the right way around on my video.
No.
I'm seeing it the opposite way. You're saying it looks it, but I know it's silly. It's the opposite. It's completely stupid design.
It's wrong shape as well. It drives me spare. They can't get an arrowhead right. I mean, they did a good job on the rest of the model, and then they come to the base, and then they just did that. Honestly,
I think they must have mirrored it.
Yeah.
It's something went badly wrong, and then the only other thing I have to finish off on that now is hold on, is I was waiting for these to arrive from China as always.
As you do.
It was originally it was going to have a wooden. It was a pressed fiberboard base with the plan, but when I tried the sound on it, it was awful. So I then changed it to just a ABS plastic. The 2 speakers just have been mounted on it, and does
it sound better?
Oh, it sounds much better. And then it's just crudely drilled holes in the bottom to let the sound out.
Yeah, that's not great.
But that's going to be underneath. You're not going to see that. But it's the fact that
you're not going to be able to see that.
4 of these from China were £3.98.
Yeah.
So
that's bloody cheap, if you ask me.
So the whole thing
charge for a refit.
That's the point. Yes.
You're never going to let you guys keep ramming it in, don't you?
I know.
You talk about kicking a bloke when he's down.
I thought Randall had fallen asleep. If you look at his picture now, look. Oh no, he's left. He was sort of sitting. He's sitting against. I know. Speaking of people who fall asleep, hi Jamie.
I never fall asleep. I'm just technically resting my eyes.
He's not sleeping. He's checking his eyelid for holes.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. There you go. How are we?
I'm not too bad, especially when I'm the only one that works nights. Like, you know, when I get my days off, it's like you lot are like wide awake. I'm like, that's why I'm always dropping off. Anyway, I'm not too bad. The Enterprise is coming on. I'm having to do some refinement because I've been studying the Smithsonian. I'm trying to do a replica of the Smithsonian, but as I was scrutinising the pictures, I came across something that will be picked up definitely picked up if somebody looks at the ship and I say, oh, it's a copy of the Smithsonian, and they'll say, no, it's not. And I'll say, well, why? Because the lights on the top of the domes are not right. Well, what's wrong with them? They're red. Well, they are red, but they're that shape.
Oh, little teardrop shapes, yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, here we go.
They're not round, so I'm having to modify the two red lights on top of the dome.
Yeah, they're more like little.
Yeah, they are.
The ones that come out of the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're definitely domes. They're definitely like.
On the scale of that thing, I just did them with fiber optic because they couldn't get any LEDs small enough. But that's.
You could always try an SMD for it.
Yeah, I'm not done. It's done. It's dusted. It's just gone back. I mean, I've been at that for 11 months, Jamie. I only see the back of it.
The reason it's
the deer thing
is it's downstairs in my shed. It's just had another coat of paint, and the weather's so nice. It's just I'm letting it dry instead of being up here and getting like bits of dust and stuff on it while I'm working on other things like this. So sorry I can't show you the Enterprise, but she's downstairs and she just had another fine coat on. Cause
try and take some pictures as you go along. I mean, I do it myself. I don't do it, but just take some pictures on your phone even as you go along. It's always just.
Well, I've been doing a video log of the build as I've been going.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing with that, and I think it's more of what I want to do on this build and pictures. I will post some pictures.
Yeah, just to, I mean, the Facebook page especially, if you put pictures up, it gives people a reference, and then they may go and look at your YouTube channel. You like that on as well, so it's a way of.
But apart from that, I've been working on my brother-in-law's Voyager. So he just wants a standard kit built. He doesn't want all the bells and whistles, and he just wants the lighting done on the main windows. So the body and the windows, he doesn't want the nacelles lit up. He just wants it to look like it's lit.
Yeah, but are you doing lots of drilling then?
Yes, yes, lots of drilling.
And yes.
What?
It's the one that's it's the big downside of this kit. I think they should have made them bloody clear because she got literally hundreds of these.
Yeah.
To do.
If they ever redid it, I think that's what they should do. But
yeah, they should do it in clear or something because it's such a ball like drilling out every one of these.
Yeah, it's not the windows. It's keeping the space between them.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've virtually got that piece. You look closer, can you see it?
You know, you got a row of windows as well on the deck too, Red.
You see?
There's an extra row of windows. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a row of windows just under the bridge on the side. You know where on the sides. On
here.
Are they
above
no,
that?
No, that's the phaser. There, on there, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a row of windows on there.
I don't think.
Were they not on maybe the CG model? But
I don't think my brother-in-law is such a geek. I think he just wants a nice, general build of the Voyager. His exact words: "Can you just build this kit for me and put some lights in it?"
And will you finish it with nacelles up or nacelles down?
Probably
personal.
Probably. Well, they move, don't they?
Yeah.
You can have any way you want, really, because I'm not lighting the nacelles. They're just going to be clipped in.
Hose like an action figure.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to do a good job on it, and I'm going to light all the body up. But I'm not going to go into the detail like some people do because he doesn't want that. He doesn't want the alterations. He just wants a nice Voyager model. And if, like I say, if you start messing with the kit and enhancing the kit, then you're taking longer and longer to build it.
Yeah.
And if you just build the kit and put some strip lighting in it,
and you're tempting fate when you start doing too much.
Yeah.
Once you start down that road.
Yeah, like I've done with the
You can't stop.
Yeah. I know about all that. This is my third Enterprise.
Oh, I know. I think that's part of the reason why I've never started one. It's just fear.
I don't know. I just dread to think how much I've spent trying to build this kit. It's. I mean, I thought the refit was my nemesis, but the tosses seems to be my nemesis at the moment. But
I know from building that one, I've more confidence than I would have had in the past. But part of that's to do with the fact that it's such a nice kit. It just goes together so easily.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like with this 1 in 350 though. It's just a nice size, and I've also got that lovely big bass for it to go on with all the sound effects and everything. So it's.
Are you going to get a Katinga?
I don't know. I mean, it's. I haven't seen even what's the prices on that Katinga.
Good question. That's. I mean, I don't know what the US. Even Lou doesn't know. If Lou doesn't know, then we don't know.
No.
I would guess something around $100 in the States, but then you're back to 130, 140 pounds here. And then, as we talked about earlier on, whether this tariff business will affect kit imports. I don't know if it will. It may.
Yeah, I know.
Because if it affects Orange Juice, I dare say they'll stick it on kits as well.
Yeah. But apart from that, Liam, Liam, I've not been doing a lot.
He's Randall.
I know.
Liam.
I keep calling you Liam and him Randall, and Randall I keep calling Liam for some reason.
Well, at least you don't call me lame, which I get all the time. People can't pronounce it. Lame.
Oh, at least I pronounce it right.
Yes, this is
No, but
correct.
apart from that,
Well, I call you Liam.
I know you do. Heath.
in
I
between,
never said it was you. I'm on about.
in between all of that, I'm working on this. This is that custom job I'm doing for a customer. So it's I'm building this submarine thing.
Is that a big? Yeah, it's a big clear globe at the front, is it? Or sort of one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of the 3 divers in. But it's not a bad little kit. I mean, the only downside to this kit, and I think this is why the guy sent it me to build, is it comes with its own LEDs, so that's all sorted. Little LED battery pack. But I think the real reason he sent it me to build him, because I wasn't quite sure, is I don't think he can't fathom it out.
Bye, Heath. Okay.
Heath.
Oh, a joke. I can't fathom it out.
No, no, seriously, it's all in Chinese, isn't it?
It's a deep joke.
Japanese. Oh, quite easy to fix. Do you have an iPhone or an Android phone?
Android.
Yes. Well, download Google Translate, which is a free app. Take your phone.
Yeah.
And look at the instructions, and it will instantly turn into English.
Oh, I'll be good at that. But yeah, for me, it's not a problem. I just look at the picture and just build it.
Yeah.
All the parts are in English. It's just that sometimes it's got some wordings.
Yeah. Well,
It's like
don't glue these.
yeah.
Yes.
Japanese,
Well,
Chinese,
usually they use a symbol.
and I think that's the reason why he sent it me. So I'm just starting to do that at the moment, in between doing the Enterprise and the Voyager. But I've also got to get onto the Shark because I'm really keen to build that because it's something different.
Shark.
Liam, the Mr. Internet says the Katinga is going to be like $85.
Yeah, I really want to get on to start building this because I kind of.
Right, of course, yeah. Well, my son's in California in July, but it won't be out by then. So
No, it'll be closer to November.
I know my son Chris, he'll be traveling light, so he won't take a big suitcase to bring me anything back. But maybe I'll persuade him. Maybe something. He's in Pasadena for a conference.
I'm going to leave his wife behind and bring home models.
But as something different.
Oh, he's not married. He's single. He's fine.
Oh, well, he's got all the room in the world.
As something different, I just fancy doing the Shark and the dive in the cage. So that's what I'm planning to do at some stage. And no, I'm not going to light the bloody thing up.
Why would you light a shark up?
Well, you're not going to light the shark up?
Well, the only thing you could light the cage.
No, it's not having any LED.
2 little micro SMDs just to
Yeah, but you put it in the water, it's going to short out.
It's just going to be a built kit.
Right, very good. Very wise, very sensible. Yes,
You're
definitely.
not going to light the submersible either, no?
It comes with it. It comes with lights, sir. Right, I think that's 2 hours. My God, doesn't time fly when you're not enjoying yourself? When you're enjoying yourself. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks to Heath, who was here and disappeared. Sorry to Bob, who had to run to catch a train. I wonder if he ran fast enough. But who else went? Someone else was here. Who else went? No one went. It's just me. Thanks to Bernie. Good luck with your big plane.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks to Carwyn with your enormous Red Dwarf.
It's not mine.
Bragging.
It's your creation. It is your work. It is your essence. Your DNA will be in it.
Oh yeah.
It will
I
always
see
be
it all over it.
Oh no, please don't. You could grow another Carwyn in America, and then you won't have to order kits from Wales anymore.
But it'll take 20 years to grow it.
Oh, he's more than 20.
Yeah. I'm just a bit.
Thanks, James, for popping in, and good luck with your sister's build. Good luck, Jamie, with your enterprise, and fingers crossed. And no shorts, nothing dangerous or electrical or anything else. Wouldn't be.
No.
And thanks, Randall, for showing us how we should all be building multiple kits at multiple times and high speed.
I'm feeling it.
And thanks to Lou. And Lou, good luck with your what was it called again? Your me. I forgot what you called it now. The me find.
The we find.
The we find. I couldn't think of the bloody name.
The we find.
Okay, right, sir. Gentlemen, see you all in 2 weeks' time again.
Yes.
All right.
Bye.
Right.
Yeah.